Nearly 300 years ago, when immigrants set foot in the Appalachian Mountains of North America, they brought along their traditional European musical instruments from which country music were introduced to the world. Despite experiencing numerous low notes throughout history before the attack of modern music, country music still does not stop growing. Up to now, in the US, this music genre is in the sixth generation since the 2000s, and its singers can be well matched with the stars of pop, rock, or even EDM, and the most obvious proof is Blake Shelton. Blake Tollison Shelton is the son of a used car dealer named Richard, and his mother Dorothy owned a beauty salon. He was born on June 18, 1976 in Milburn, Oklahoma, where he began singing in his bedroom at the age of 8. His mother signed him in a singing competition joined by lots of little girls, and Blake was very happy having the experiences despite being quite embarrassed. Blake also has two siblings called Andy and Richie Shelton, whom were unnoticed. Andy is a jewelry designer at Andy Designs. Blake and his older sister are biggest fans of each other. They have an incredible bond that cannot be broken. Richie, Blake's late brother, died in a car crash when Blake was 14 years old. Ronnie is Blake's stepbrother. He is Dorothy's son from her first marriage. Sadly, Blake's father Richard also passed away in 2012. At the age of 17, Blake met the musician Mare Boren Axton, who were impressed by his talent. She suggested him to move to Nashville, Tennessee. Blake followed her advice shortly after graduating from high school, but he didn't realize how quickly fame came to him. His first job in town was a wall painter, but he signed a contract with Giant Records not long after. A late start but exceedingly successful career. Blake Shelton began his career at the age of 25 at Giant Records but did not go off without a hitch when releasing his debut album. He wanted to release a single called I Wanna Talk About Me in 2001, but the company's CEO thought it wasn't suitable for an opening single, so he dropped it. Sadly, Toby Keith recorded the song and it became the #1 hit shortly after its release. Giant compensated Blake with the release of Austin as his debut single, and Austin was the #1 song for 5 weeks on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart. Just a few weeks after Austin release, Giant Records was shut down and Shelton would transfer to the owner corporation Warner Bros. Records. The second album, The Dreamer 2003, and Blake Shelton's Barn and Grill 2004 were both certified gold. The fourth album, Pure BS, released in 2007 and re-released in 2008, added a cover of Home by Michael Bublé, becoming the album's third single. The fifth album, Start and Fires, was released in November 2008. The extended album, Hillbilly Bone, released in February 2010, was one of the biggest milestones in Blake's career. The song Hillbilly Bone, feat. Trace Adkins, helped him become one of the most beloved singers, and it also brought him the first Male Vocalist of the Year award in his career at the award ceremony, CMA Award 2010. In 2011, he released the sixth album, Red River Blue. This is the most successful album containing a series of hits like Honey Bee, God Gave Me You, Drink on It, Over. The album was nominated the Best Country Album category at the 2012 Grammy Awards. Along with that, two singles, Honey Bee and God Gave Me You, were respectively nominated in the categories of Best Country Solo Performance and Best Country Song at the 2012 Grammys. Over was nominated the Best Country Solo Performance at the 2013 Grammy, and in February 2013, this album officially went platinum. In 2012, he released his seventh album, Cheers, It's Christmas, to celebrate Christmas Eve. There are a series of notable collaborations such as Reba, Kelly Clarkson, and especially Michael Bublé in the album. He also had a great duet performance with Christina Aguilera singing the song Just a Fool from her album Lotus. In 2013, he released his eighth album, based on a true story, on March 26. The lead single of the album is Sure Be Cool If You Did, released on the first day of the new year. After just 8 weeks, It climbed to the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot Country Songs, becoming Blake's 13th #1 and fastest #1 single. It also helped Blake have 8 consecutive singles at #1 spot on the Billboard Hot Country Songs, a rare record in the country music industry. And after 9 weeks, this single officially became gold. The most successful judge in The Voice US. The Voice US was first released in April 2011, produced by NBC USA, based on the franchise from The Voice of Holland. And in this reality TV format, the coaches play a very important role. They're the ones who choose the potential vocalists to train and also to create the thrill for the show. Blake Shelton has been on The Voice hot seat since the first season, and many contestants have chosen to join Blake's team for his records and successful music career. In addition, Blake Shelton is also one of the audience's favorite coaches. He has won 7 times with champions Jermaine Paul, Season 2, Cassage Pope, Season 3, Daniel Bradbury, Season 4, Craig Wayne Boyd, Season 7, Sudan's Head, Season 11, Chloe Kohansky, Season 13, Todd Tillman, Season 18. During the show, Blake often makes jokes about his colleagues to have the show become more entertaining. Hence, it's not surprising that he's one of The Voice's highest paid judges. According to Telegraph, he pocketed $13 million when he appeared on the 2016 season of The Voice, while having 2 seasons aired in the same year. Moreover, according to recent reports, this number has increased significantly since season 12, after he conducted negotiation with the producer. The Sexiest Man on Earth. The title Sexiest Man in the World is probably not unfamiliar for many people because it's always honored every year. This year, the title was given to country singer Blake Shelton, making the general public surprised and create gossips. This is probably one of the funniest and most exciting titles ever. In 2017, everyone was surprised when the title was given to Blake Shelton, as it was completely different from the criteria and images of previous male artists. Blake has some distinctive charms that no one can deny. It's his sense of humor and honesty that people can take their eyes off, which not only shows every time he speaks, but is always on display through his face and eyes. On receiving the good news, his first reaction was extremely confused and did not think he was ready to be given the title. At that moment, his girlfriend Gwen Stefani convinced him, "Listen to me, you will definitely regret it for the rest of your life if you don't accept this gift and enjoy it." And in the end, he did not let himself regret. In addition, he also enjoyed the title by showing off to his best friend, who was also voted the sexiest man in the world in 2013, Adam Levine. Failures in romantic relationship. As his fame began to grow, so did his love life. Although having no numerous love history like many other stars, each of Blake's love affair is quite lasting and leaves a whole story behind. First marriage to Kenneth Williams. Blake and Kenneth have been in love since high school. After a few years of dating, they decided to get married. A simple, quiet wedding ceremony in a small church in Gallenberg, 10, was held on November 17, 2003. A long-haired Blake with boots and a cowboy hat, a familiar image of himself in his early years as a singer, and Kenneth was beautiful and neat in a Demetria wedding dress. However, perhaps love and marriage don't always match. This happens to Blake and Kenneth as well. Their 3-year marriage ended in 2006. A year later, Blake told People magazine that the marriage ended because he wasn't ready to be a husband. Besides, some sources believe that his relationship with Miranda Lambert since 2005 was the cause of this broken marriage. Though the cause is unknown, having the first marriage falling apart must have been a painful experience for Blake. He once confessed in an interview, "It was the toughest thing I've ever been through." 10-year love story with Miranda Lambert. In 2005, the two country music stars first performed in a duet of "You Are the Reason God Made Oklahoma" on the CMT Greatest Duet stage. Blake told People magazine, "Every time I listen to that song again, I feel like I'm still on stage. and Miranda also said there is an irresistible attraction between the two. But at the time, Blake was still with Kenneth Williams, so Miranda tried to keep her distant from him, not having the intention to be the third person. It was not until a year later, when Blake and Kenneth broke up, that the two stars officially came together. They got married on May 14, 2011. Blake and Miranda are both each other lovers and soulmates. There are no romantic dinners or movies. They go on hunting trips, fishing, dinner with friends, and drinking. The two also make a very good team in music. In 2008, Miranda sang with Blake in the singles Home and Bearskin Rug. At the time, they were considered one of the sweetest couples in Hollywood. However, the sharing in music, hobbies, and lifestyle could not endure their relationship for long. In July 2015, they announced their divorce, ending a 4-year marriage. The couple's representative told the Associated Press, "This is not the future we envisioned, and even with a heavy heart, we still have to move forward." There are still many opinions surrounding the cause of the breakup. It is reported that, after Blake's affair rumors with singer Katie Groves in 2011, Miranda still has not really forgiven Blake. Plus, since Blake is busy as judge on The Voice, they spend less time together. But a source from TMZ said that it was Miranda who betrayed him when she had a relationship with another male singer, which made Blake very sad and they ended up splitting. The divorce is not only pain for the couple but also for the fans of the two artists, whom have been following their journey for the past 10 years. It was shocking and regretful. A 5-year love with happy ending. First met in 2014 when Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani became coaches on The Voice. Blake and Gwen probably never thought they would make such a sweet love story. At the time, the two already had their own happiness. Their relationship is nothing but friends as colleagues. In 2015, the singer officially divorced Miranda Lambert after 4 years of marriage because of irreconcilable differences during the process of living together. Meanwhile, the marital status of Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale is also not very positive, and after numerous attempts, the two also failed. After 13 years of marriage, the couple decided that they would no longer be partners, but would still take care of their 3 sons. During the making of The Voice, the couple was quite close. There were many times the two shared intimate gestures and cared for each other. At the time, when they were both facing the breakdown of their marriage, the couple came to each other for sympathy and sharing. Blake Shelton helped Gwen Stefani a lot after the broken marriage. It was Blake himself who made Gwen open up more with his sincere sentiment. In February 2016, Blake Shelton and Gwen first appeared together on red carpet during post-Oscar of Vanity Fair. This is considered an important milestone in the relationship between the two stars. Both share that it was the other who saved them during the challenging time. They rely on each other, help each other in music, so as in life. It is not difficult for the audience to see how great their love is because the couple do not hesitate to show their affection and always pair up in big events. After many ups and downs in love, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani found each other and wrote a happy ending for their love story. After 5 years with each other, Gwen and Blake announced their engagement in October 2020. Shelton quietly proposed to the rich girl singer with a diamond, weighing between 6 and 9 carats. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani officially entered the hall on July 3rd. The wedding of the famous couple was privately held in the presence of 40 guests, including just relatives and close friends. Although only held an intimate ceremony with a limited number of guests, the male singer said he wanted the sacred ceremony to take place in the most perfect way. The couple's wedding ceremony was held at Blake Shelton's $1 million ranch in Tishomingo, Oklahoma, which is also where the two spent time together during the past pandemic. The wedding ceremony is the perfect combination of the glamorous and charming countryside scenery. This is especially suitable for Blake and Gwen's personalities. The Voice host Carson Daly was honored to be the host of the ceremony. He said, It is unbelievable that I have the honor to witness this sacred moment. There is only one word to describe the ceremony that day, and it is perfect. Everything was great. The wedding was held in a luxurious, sophisticated, and charming way just like Gwen. And of course, it also has a bit of country-like, simple, and fun like Blake. In addition, all guests at the wedding couldn't help but admire the couple's harmony. Some said they were born for each other. Through fans and relatives sharing as well as the photos of Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani's wedding day, the audience could feel the happy and cozy atmosphere of the ceremony. According to a source from People, Gwen Stefani's children also appeared as an important part of their mother's wedding. A close friend of the couple said, "Gwen Stefani's sons are sweet children and they are very excited about this wedding ceremony." Currently, fans are sending a lot of good wishes for the couple. In the end, the love story between Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani has a beautiful ending. They're increasingly admired for their success in many aspects, from music, coaching power to fullness in love.